Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another video. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Diwali blessings. So for everybody that celebrates, I want to wish you a happy Diwali. And Diwali is the festival of lights. It's the celebration of lights, and it goes even beyond that. There's so much symbolism and stories and beautiful energy around this time, specifically around bringing light into the darkness and chasing away the darkness. So I love Diwali, and I wish all of you a lot of light in times of your darkness. With that being said, I do want to get into this reading. I'm really excited. So what I'm going to have you do is pick a pile number or a deity, an Indian Hindu deity, in celebration of Diwali. Pile number 1, or we have Saraswati. Pile number 2, we have Ganesha. Pile number 3, we have Durga. Pile number 4, we have Lakshmi. Go ahead and meditate for a few moments. See which one jumps out at you, which one makes your body tingle, which one makes you a little excited. Let's head to that pile and see what this Diwali of 2021 is bringing to you. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that this oil is now up on my Etsy shop. This is my protection and cleansing oil, protection from negative energy and evil eye, and also just to cleanse your aura, your energy, and anything that you put this oil on. It is infused with herbs, oils, crystals, and some glitter for color magic. It's also been infused with mantras and frequencies for protection, and this is actually something I painted myself. And what I'm going to be doing is working my actual painting on my altar all the time, every month, almost every day actually. And so every time that I work my painting, this gets charged. And so your oil gets charged on top of being charged before I send it to you. So for anybody that's interested, these are up in my shop, and I only made about 40 something. So yeah, get it before it runs out. Okay, pile number 1, or everybody that picked the Saraswati image. So Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, and she bestows mental clarity, and she specifically helps a lot of those that are into music and speech, communication, the arts, creativity. She has everything to do with the mind. And I actually have a Saraswati oil on my shop if you're interested, which I have her yantra on there that I have worked. And I get to send that to you after I work it for 1 full moon and 1 new moon, if you're interested. Now the first card that we have here is Ajna, but I see Ajna is upside down, and Ajna means our third eye. Now there's a reason that you were drawn to Saraswati. And this Diwali, I think, there's a lot of energy being focused around your mind, mental clarity, escaping that fogginess, that feeling like you're trapped in a web that maybe someone else even wove for you. Your third eye is something that helps you focus. It helps you follow your intuition. It gives you clarity. It helps you tap into the spiritual realm. Dreams and dream work and intuition and ideas, and so much beautiful energy surrounded by our third eye. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can, help your third eye. I would say the word help is the best way that I could explain it. And a few things that I personally do that I'll share with you guys is I'll rub an essential oil on it. Really good ones are rosemary, rose oil. You can even, if you have like love oil, if you have, what else? Success oil. If you have if you have my Ganesha oil, my love oil, you can dab it on your forehead, right by your third eye, which is right in the middle in between your brows. And if you have my Saraswati oil, that would be perfect. But take care of that area, because this Diwali, you might find that it's a little sensitive because there's a lot of energy focused around your mind. Now, the next card that we have here is from the Ganesha deck. So this is reflection, and then you had another card. Okay. So some of these are upside down, and I'm going to take them upside down. Now, reflection and personal transformation. I feel like some of you are stuck in this trying to heal yourself kind of an energy, or you're stuck in this energy where you don't know how to move forward. It's just stuck, right? And you're stuck because has somebody convinced you that there's something wrong with you when there actually really may not be? Or, you know, do you think that you need to change when in reality maybe you don't? And maybe your light makes someone else uncomfortable and they've convinced you that you need to change. I feel like that may be coming into play for a lot of you in your life, where you've been convinced that there's something wrong with you, or you've been convinced that you need to fix something, or you're convinced that there's something that needs so much healing, or you're just convinced that you need to do this and this and this and that, when in reality, I don't see that for you. I see like your mind is clearing, and the people around you see something in you, and then they try to convince you that there's something wrong with you. Now, there's two more cards here that came up for you. The first one being Krishna. Now, when this card comes up, this is a card talking a lot about duality. And, you know, it talks about the energy of fire, the masculine energy, but balancing it out, cooling it down and soothing that fiery energy when it needs to be cooled down and when it needs to be soothed. Now, when Krishna comes, this is a card from the Kali deck that is talking about she wants you to offer her your pain. Give her that as an offering. She will feed off of it. So all your pain, all your trauma, all your wound, talk about it to her. Pull up an image on her. Pull up an image of her on Google. If you don't have one, if you don't work with her, maybe you want to just explore her. Pull up an image of her on Google, whichever one resonates, and just look at her and talk to her and give her all your pain. Offer her your pain, and she will feed off of it. Now, this card also comes with a question, and the question is followed by actually a message. So you can have what you want. With this Krishna card, it foretells that you can have what you want, but are you ready? Say you become a millionaire. Are you ready for the lifestyle change, the change in your, say, your interest in your bank, the change in the people around you, how they're going to act around you, the change in you might even move? Are you ready for all of this? Are you ready to leave your house to go to a brand new neighborhood and all of that stuff? There's so many things that come with blessings. Are you ready for blessings? Because blessings bring change. Also, when Krishna comes up, it's talking about offerings. Now, this came up right underneath Saraswati. So, offerings are actually something that open up a channel between you and the deity, between you and the divine. So, in this case, whatever it is that you work with, whether it is Saraswati, whether it is Ganesha, whether it is Kali, or Santa Muerte, whatever you work with, give an offering. Especially around this Diwali time, it's so festive, the energy is so good. Everywhere around the world, I'm sure people celebrate, and just that energy is very strong. So, you know, practice what you want to practice and work your magic and work your rituals around this night. Now, the last card that came up is the Rose card, Attract a Relationship. So for a lot of you, I feel like Diwali is going to bring a lot of blessings into your mind. And what that is going to do is help you follow your own thoughts, your own voice, your own values, your own heart. And what that's going to do is open up an entire new life and an entire new world for you. The Rose card here is to attract a relationship. So a lot of you are going to be reigniting your current relationship, or you're going to be attracting a new one. So use roses this Diwali. Any color roses you want. Offer it to any deity that you work with. Saraswati loves white flowers. Ganesha loves hibiscus, jasmine, marigold, yellow flowers, any kind of flowers. Like Saraswati and Ganesha, in my experience, I give them any kind of flowers as an offering. And also work with your third eye. So if you have amethyst crystals, work with that around this Diwali. But the blessings that Diwali is bringing to you specifically is just a lot of, you know, taking your power back, and also like not allowing people to convince you of things and that are wrong with you when there's really not. Also, relationship and love and self-love energy, really good blessings around there. And third eye, so, you know, following your own thoughts and just really clear-minded. So look forward to that, and I hope you enjoy and have a really great Diwali, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye. Pile number 2, or everybody that picked the Ganesha image, let's go ahead and see what Diwali is bringing for you. So the first card that comes up here is the Sita card. Sita is all about devotion. If you're not familiar with Sita, if you Google her, she was the wife of Rama. And her story is, she's basically such a devoted wife. And her story is very beautiful, and she was a very strong, you know, partner to Rama. And then she gets kidnapped, and then she gets saved. It's a really interesting story if you guys want to Google that, but her message is of devotion, okay, and strength as well. Then we have Dakshina. Interesting. Okay, you guys. Dakshina, this is from the Kali deck, and this talks about a gift or an offering, which basically is what Dakshina means. And this is about realigning your mind. And Dakshina comes to conquer your fears and to end possibly a scary and a hard time that a lot of you might be going through. If that is the case, then Dakshina comes to conquer that. It's very interesting. I'm sitting right in front of my window, and right as I'm saying that, I see this little tiny hummingbird. It is so cute. Wow. You guys go look up the symbolism of hummingbird, because I feel like it has a lot to do with your reading. It's so interesting. Okay, let's move on. So when the Dakshina card comes up, she also talks about how in the future there is not going to be negative effects regarding this issue that you are going through. And she says that you're deserving of the blessings that you're about to receive from her. So don't be suspicious or weary or feel guilty when something good happens to you, because it's about to happen to you. As soon as I said that, I looked at my camera and it said 222. So there's a lot of synchronicity here for you guys. And offerings open up a receptive channel to you and your deity. So make sure that you do that. You give offerings to your deity. If you work with Ganesha, if you work with Sita, around this Diwali time, if you work with Lakshmi and stuff, you know, give them offerings, fruits, flowers, incense, candles. Now we have we have 3 cards left over here, and I'm going to start with this one. So we have the Ganesha card here. Ganesha shows up with the beginnings card. So this card reminds me of the Fool from Tarot, and it tells me that a lot of you, this Diwali is bringing a whole new chapter, a whole new journey, a whole new story. Like, you know how when you're reading a book and you end one chapter and you go to another one, you know that something new is coming. That's kind of what's happening to you with this Diwali energy. And a lot of you, I see devotion, whether that's you being devoted to someone else. A lot of you may be getting married, getting proposed to. A lot of you may be thinking about proposing, but those kinds of things are coming into play for some of you. A lot of you, you get to see who is actually truly devoted to you. And a lot of you, you get to really see who you actually truly want to be devoted to and who just kind of drains your energy, really. So those things are going to be coming into play as well. It's just a new beginning, fresh new start is what Diwali is bringing. Wow, I'm actually kind of excited for you. The energy is very good, fresh and new. Now the next card that we have here for you is another card from my Ganesha deck. And this is Spiritual Quest. A lot of you are going on this brand new journey of your spirituality, what you truly believe and what you truly don't. What things that you've been taught that you want to leave behind. What things do you want to explore more? Diwali opens this whole new chapter for you where you're just like, you know, maybe I was devoted to these people and these things and this lifestyle, this culture, this idea before. But now I have this spiritual little inkling to explore something else and to maybe take on another path and maybe for a new beginning. For a lot of you, I see maybe you want to buy a house or purchase a house, which work with Ganesha energy and you'll get it. The roads will open. The last card that comes up for you guys is the Apricot card. So, Apricot card is rejoice and laugh. Okay, do you guys look at this? Look at this color and this color. Look at the colors of your reading. Tell me that's not synchronistic. Okay, this Diwali is going to bring a lot of cheer, excitement, brand new, fresh energy. And if you guys want to offer anything to Sita or Ganesha or Kali even, give them apricots or oranges, peaches, anything orange, and also orange candles. Buy yourself some new orange clothing, orange decoration, orange bed sheets, orange candles, orange soap. Like, orange is your color to work with. And also pay close attention because Diwali, it is a festival of lights and it's a lot of orange in it. Now, when you see fireworks, what is one of the colors you see all the time? Is reds and oranges, right? And Diwali, it's a festival of light. There's so much fireworks, firecrackers, lights, lamps, diyas everywhere. There's a lot of synchronicity here. And if you guys work Diwali in your favor, which Diwali is Thursday, the 4th, November 4th, but that depends on where in the world that you are. So look it up where you are. But Diwali is bringing you new beginnings, and new beginnings that you are actually devoted to and excited about. Whereas before, maybe you were kind of stuck in a rut and not excited and just not having it. It just wasn't fun. But there was a reason that you were drawn to Ganesh, because Ganesha brings a lot of blessings and a lot of, in this case, I see like spontaneous energy, fun energy, adventure energy, which is something you needed in your life. And this Diwali, it's something that is going to be coming into your life a little bit more and more, because your thoughts created momentum that is going to attract it into your life. So make sure that you keep thinking thoughts of good things when it regards what you want to attract in your life, because you are attracting it. Invite more orange colors into your life, apricot colors. These colors are very, very lucky for you. And the more that you work with it, especially around Diwali time, the new moon, it's going to benefit you and favor you a lot. So that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Happy new moon and happy Diwali to all of you guys. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. Oh, I just had an idea. A lot of you, because Thanksgiving is coming up and we just had Halloween, it would be such a nice time to just decorate your house with like orangey fall colors, right? And fall is coming too, so there's a lot of dried leaves out there that are this color. You could use dried leaves from your own backyard. There's so many things you could do. On Patreon, I show you how to make your own potpourri with dried leaves and dried flowers and stuff like that, so if you're interested. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. For everybody that picked pile number 3 or the goddess Durga image, let's go ahead and see what Diwali is bringing for you. Okay, the first card that we have here is relaxation. Okay, so Diwali might be presenting an opportunity for a lot of you to relax. So vacations, time off work, maybe like a little getaway, a road trip, a little Airbnb trip, I don't know, going to your family member's house. I don't know, like I see a lot of you traveling, but I also see a lot of you just relaxing, just taking time off and just doing nothing, like really doing nothing. Now, it's interesting that you got the Durga card because Durga is this goddess that has tamed her shadows, her demons, her beasts. And so for a lot of you, I think that you've been working so hard to do that, that there needs to be a time for a break and just to relax and kind of sit back and enjoy your accomplishments and enjoy how far you have come. Whether you're where you need to be or not, it doesn't matter right now. I think Diwali is going to come with the blessing of just letting you relax and enjoy where you are. Now the next card that I have here is also from the Ganesh deck, but it's upside down, and I'm going to take it upside down. This card is the blessings card, but it's upside down. And there's a reason, and I see the reason, because a lot of you find it very hard to relax. How many of you come home from work and then you keep going? You keep cooking, cleaning, this, that, blah, blah, keep working, whatever. Or how many of you are at home but you just keep going? How many of you feel guilty for doing something for yourself? How many of you cannot sit still to watch a movie? Like, there's a lot of anxiety that comes for just sitting still for a lot of us. And I know that this card is coming to tell you that you're blocking your blessings by doing that, because you have to balance out all the energies. So you have to relax your energy in order for you to receive and be receptive of all the blessings that the universe has for you, that your deities have for you. And the only way to do that is to relax your energy. If you're always on the go, then that's not good for your energy, it's not good for your mind, it's not good for your body. And I think a lot of you, Diwali is just bringing that blessing to help you slow down, because you need it. You know, you're always in this warrior pose right there. And you're kind of like stuck in it. And it's blocking a lot of your blessings, because a lot of you find it really hard to relax and just like do nothing. Maybe sit down and watch like an entire season of a show on Netflix on your couch. For a lot of you, just thinking about doing that gives you anxiety, because you're like, oh my God, I cannot even think about sitting still for that long. And here Ganesha saying like, that's totally fine. It's okay for you. And in order for you to allow more blessings into your life, it's required of you to relax a little bit more. And Diwali is going to bring those chances for you to do that. Now, the next card that we have here is the Hanuman card. Now, for anybody that knows Hanuman or works with Hanuman, you know that this is a very gentle but very powerful protective energy. Hanuman is like very good for protection of kids and little children, and specifically like when kids have nightmares, it's really good to keep like a photo or yantra of Hanuman near the bed. If you have my oil from my shop, you can like drip that a little bit on the pillow and near the bed and stuff. Hanuman is really protective against like kids and children's energies and nightmares that they have and things like that. Hanuman is very, very protective, but in such a gentle way. And so I think a lot of you, maybe this Diwali time, the blessings that are coming into your life is blessings of protection of your aura, of your spirit, of your energy. So, you know, say you have a leak in your aura, in your energy field, or say you allowed negative energy in, whatever the case was, or you were influenced by negative energy, whatever the case was. Just know that this Diwali, there's this protection and cleansing going on of your energy and your aura, and just to balance out the energy so you don't always have to feel like you're in warrior pose and on guard. Now you have 2 more cards that came out in your reading, and the first one is Violet. So Violet is the card of your third eye and also your crown chakra. So I see a lot of energy coming in your head, a lot of downloads, a lot of thoughts may be coming in, a lot of healing in your mind, a lot of like memories you may be thinking of and visiting, a lot of that kind of energy coming in around Diwali. Nostalgia of your past, thinking about the past, reminiscing, talking about it, you know, things like that. Maybe going over old photos with your family. And violet color helps to promote a balanced life. So that means like, you know, your work with home, self with family, me time with us time, all of that stuff. And so keeping more violet colors around you would be helpful when you want to invoke that energy into your life, to relax more, and also not to overly relax, because a lot of you, that's what you're scared of, is that you relax a little bit and you'll just become lazy. And if that's the case, then use violet. You can get violet essential oil on Amazon. It smells so good, and you can diffuse it in your house. You can also get violet flowers. You can get violet sheets, purple candles. You know, work with this color because it's actually going to be really beneficial for you. And this Diwali, there's going to be just a lot of like realigning, reshifting, redoing your energy field and your aura and stuff like that. And the last card that comes up for you is Gauri Devi. So this is from the Kali deck. And when this card comes up, she talks about the domestic life and putting things together and creating harmony and peace in your home. And this is so interesting, you guys. So when Gauri Devi comes up, it's a message of putting that wild goddess energy of yourself to rest. It's time for her to rest. You have had her up for so long in that warrior pose, and you're burning yourself out, and you need to relax because you're blocking your blessings. So relax the warrior. That's so funny that those cards came next to each other. And don't be scared to lay this warrior to rest, because she will know when she needs to come up again. She'll know. So don't be scared to put her to rest. She knows. And, you know, I know that a lot of you have this need to be respected. And I almost feel like you're only kind if you feel respected. And if not, then you could be so cold. And, you know, I feel like in this reading specifically, it's saying that it's okay to be kind. And you know what? Yeah, it's okay to be like that. A lot of you, maybe you feel like you've been so hurt and betrayed that you don't want to even be kind anymore unless you feel that kindness or that respect back to you. And that's okay. I really get that from this card. A lot of you, you only give respect out if you feel respected yourself. You only give kindness out if you feel like you've gotten kindness back. But sometimes I feel like what this reading is kind of saying is you are protected and you don't have to always be so guarded and so weary and suspicious. It's okay to sometimes give kindness out just because you want to, just because it feels right, just because you want to smile at someone. That's fine. You don't always have to have this warrior pose. So that's kind of what this Diwali is going to be teaching you guys. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye. For everybody that picked pile number 4, this is the Lakshmi pile. Interesting because Diwali is so much related to Lakshmi energy. Inviting Lakshmi energy into our house and worshiping her, making her feel good, and giving her her offerings and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you for Diwali of 2021. Okay, interesting. We have the Dharma card, but the Dharma card is upside down. Dharma is kind of like your belief system, what you follow, you know, your culture, religion, tradition. Dharma is your foundation, your following. And in this case, it's upside down. So what is going on here is Diwali. Around this Diwali time, it might be that your dharma, your focus of stability and your foundation is being a little bit shaken up, and you wanted that for so long. You were tired of your current routine, your current foundation, and all of that stuff, and something needed to kind of fall away so that this Lakshmi energy could enter your life. Lakshmi is trying to walk in with all of these blessings and money and wealth and inheritance, I want to say, and opportunities and raises, promotions, all of this good stuff. But it's like maybe a lot of your mindset was blocking you, and this Diwali sheds light. Diwali is a festival of lights. It drives away negativity and darkness. So this Diwali is shedding light on all of those previous thoughts of yours that were preventing you from allowing this Lakshmi energy to come and just bless you with everything that you want. Now, I also pulled from my Kali deck, and we have 2 cards from her. So we have Mahakali and we have the Kali Yantra. I love this Kali Yantra card. So first, let's get into Mahakali. So this card, whenever it pops up, it is talking about lots of arms and weapons, and it's for her talking about working beyond human limitations. So like what a gun can do, like our human arms cannot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of you, I think, might be getting your gun license soon around this Diwali time, maybe getting interested in it. Maybe you are interested in bow and arrows. A lot of you are getting into like the weapons, and maybe like going hunting or going shooting, going target shooting. I don't know. Like a lot of you, I feel like, are going to be very interested in that around this Diwali time. Kind of setting up your own protection, wanting to learn how to protect yourself, protect your family and stuff like that. A lot of you are just very interested in that and really want to harness that knowledge for yourself, you know, for your future and for your family and stuff. Now, another thing that comes with this card is a lot of you might be in a rush to do something, like in a rush to make something manifest, and this card comes to tell you that things will happen in their own time, And sometimes in the spiritual realm, the spirits need a little moment just to shift a few things around here and there so that we can, you know, get what we want. There's endings that need to maybe happen. Shifts need to happen for this manifestation to, you know, come into fruition. And then we also have this Kali Yantra card. This is one of my favorite things ever. I actually painted this myself and I put it on my altar. Not this specific one, but I actually pulled a image off Google and painted it of the Kali Yantra. And I highly suggest any of you that's interested to do that. It's so healing to paint it yourself, and it's so therapeutic too. But this yantra is actually very, very good for protection. And yantras are geometric patterns that are basically used for meditation, and it creates like a bridge between you and your manifestation, and it brings to materialization your manifestations. It realigns things, realigns energies that needs to be realigned, and yeah, it's just a visual trigger that opens up inner doors. So work with the Kali Yantra around this Diwali time. And don't be surprised if you see a lot of like messages or images or synchronicities from her, signs from her, which have to do with like skulls and death and the color blue. What else? Knives, weapons, things like that. So, you know, keep an eye out for signs and you'll see those. Maybe somebody might gift you a really cute pocket knife or something. Just see, you know, her signs in your life. The next card that we have here is guidance. So this Diwali, expect a lot of guidance from your ancestors and from your spirit guides. Diwali is also the new moon in Scorpio. So keep in mind, like the veil is thin still from a few days ago. And if you guys work with Brahma, Vishnu, or Shiva, that's the three of them, it would be really, really good around the Diwali time for you. A lot of you, I feel like, are being called to work with some kind of feminine energy and a masculine energy around this Diwali time. The next card that I have here is the positive outlook card. So this Diwali is bringing you a lot of positivity and positive outcomes, positive results, positive opportunity, positive energy in your home, in your life, in your job, in your career. Make sure, a lot of you, make sure that your front yard is clean, so that she can come. Make sure that you have a light on in your front yard, and maybe like put a little flower for her there. If you do resonate with Lakshmi energy and if you do celebrate Diwali, keep something there. If anything, just a small flower for her there, if that's the best you could do. But you know, I like to light candles and stuff like that. And some people really, really go all out, but it would be really nice for you to give her a little offering, because it's believed that she comes to everybody's house. And at 6 p.m., I think, 6 p.m., make sure all the lights in your house are on and your front door is open, because that's when she comes. And your front area is clean, okay? And that's for tomorrow, Thursday. This card, Harmony, sacral chakra. So this Diwali is bringing a lot of you sacral chakra healing. So sexual healing, healing of your creativity, healing of, you know, your sacral chakra. And a lot of you, this is like how much pleasure you allow into your life and how much excitement you allow and how much you take care of yourself and your energy. For a lot of you, if you've been feeling drained and burnt out, then just expect a difference in your energy where you feel a little bit more energetic and a little bit less drained. So expect that from Diwali. And also work with orange colors. Now the last card in your reading is the mauve color card. Enjoy clear hearing. Okay. This is interesting because you have the yantra card here. So this is a like keeping a physical, something visual around you. Okay, so that's something that Diwali is going to bring you. That you're going to be drawn to keep something visual around you. It could be some sort of yantra, geometric pattern, something, a photo that you want to keep around you. Now, hearing is talking about a lot of you are going to be very sensitive to sound. So maybe a lot of you might want silence, complete silence sometimes. And for a lot of you, sometimes you just you have to have something on in the background. You have to have some music or audiobook or something on in the background. A lot of you are going to be paying a lot of attention to sounds and the things that you're inviting into yourself through sound. And a lot of you like work with sound. Go on YouTube and type in frequency music and see which one you want to try out. But work with sound around this Diwali time. And yeah, mauve colors too would be really beneficial if you bought yourself something new. Maybe if you wanted to offer Lakshmi some mauve flowers, purple flowers, some lavender or something. Yeah, but that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.